Hey, oh my goodness, y'all have no idea what I was going through. But I'm here. Hey, good morning, good day, good wherever you are. Thank you for joining me. I am here. I am live. I had to restart everything to get this to work, but y'all, I'm here for this live stream. Y'all, we hit 10,000 subscribers. It's not because of me, it's because of you all clicking subscribe. Not only that, I'm also very thankful for a lot of you who come back and you give me feedback and you tell me, what's been working, what's been helping you. You also make requests as to with regards to what you want to see on my channel and what you want to experience. Thank you all so much for joining me. I am back. Thank you. Hi. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's going on. I can't even tell you. This is frustrating. Okay, so oh boy, where were we at? Y'all, I was saying thank you, okay? Because thank you for coming back every Friday, regardless of the connection issues that I get, because I'm living in China. Yay. Yeah. Thank you for those who get notifications. So who is part of the notification squad? Who is part of that for the live streams especially? Who gets notifications for the live streams? But who comes back just because it's Friday and it's a live stream with me? Who does it? Let me know. I can't wait to hear. So y'all, I don't know what's going on with the connection today, but I'm trying my best to stick it out with you. I even changed location, so usually I'm in my bedroom, but I moved to the living room where the router is, and hopefully it works. I don't know. But y'all, thank you all for joining me on my channel for my DIYs. I have a few more videos that I'm pumping out real soon, and I'm always so excited to... I enjoy doing videos. And when I first started, YouTube didn't expect anyone to watch because I didn't think anyone could relate to the journey that I've been on. However, some of you have found a lot of these videos that I post relatable, which is, I don't know. So I really enjoy that about you all. But let me see what you guys are saying. If you have any questions, feel free to post them. I missed a lot of the comments you guys made. Okay, I see. Hey, Faye. I don't see anything. Yeah, so before we had a few connection issues. Cami says China was trying to block me. Good evening, Denise. Hello. Hey, Jennifer. She has been using the fenugreek spritz as a leave-in, and your hair loves it. Yay! Thank you so much for letting me know. She said it's a conspiracy. China doesn't want us to have natural, healthy hair. Oh my gosh, yeah. Hopefully, I don't know what else to do because I bought a new router, and it seemed to have worked. But I don't know. I'm only trying my best here. Because the last apartment I lived in, the connection wasn't, it was okay. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't as bad. Jeanette says, okay, so Jeanette says she comes back for all of the above you said. Okay, so you come back for the live streams, you come back for the DIYs that I put out. I haven't put out a DIY in a long time. I've been doing more like talking videos. But the reason why I've been doing a lot of videos with a lot of talking and showing my routine and stuff, because I get a lot of questions in my comments about how I do this and how I do that. Like, what do you do? Like, how often do you moisturize your hair? What do you do to moisturize your hair? How do I stop dry hair? What I do for growth? How do I stretch my hair? I get all those questions. Hey, if we have any first-time subscribers joining me, come on for a live stream. Give yourself a shout out. Thank you for coming in. So Michelle Wiles says she's part of the notification squad. She had to subscribe after seeing my 100 coats of flaxseed gel video. Y'all, I never that video to this day still cracks me up. So if it cracks you all up, that's good. But when I was editing that, I just remember when I was editing that video, I was laughing my head off because not that I actually don't think I'm that hilarious. It's just that I have this dry humor that sometimes people don't get in their life. What's wrong with you? But but after posting that video, I didn't expect anybody to find it that funny, but y'all found it hilarious. But I really enjoyed doing that video, that 100 coats of flaxseed gel video, and I was also shocked by the results that I got as well. So it was a crazy situation. Janelle, I think I pronounced it Janelle 22. Hi, first time I caught you live. Yay! Thanks for joining us. All right. So Jeanette says the fenugreek oil had been working. Great to speed up my hair growth by a 1/4 inch to an inch. Oh, sorry, and by a 1/2 inch to an inch per month. That's really good. That's excellent results. I'm glad to hear. Kami says she gets notifications. Yay. Where did you, sorry, before I go there, Jeanette, how often do you use the oil? Do you also massage your scalp as well with the vibrating scalp massager? Or do you just massage with your fingertips? Cami says she gets notifications. And where did you get your plastic dispenser thingy that you use for aloe juice? The one with multiple dispensing tubes or teeth. I know what you're talking about. It's somewhere. Let me see if I can run and get it. I have my pants somewhere. So you're asking about this. For those who have never seen my aloe vera juice video where I do my aloe vera pre-poo, I also use this I use this I think in the onion juice mask, which I will never do again. That smell was, although my hair felt wonderful. I don't think I will do that. The smell of it, I don't think so. But this is what I use. It broke right here, but this is what I use for the I don't remember if I've ever posted a link, but I will post a link for it. I got it in China. Y'all, I was telling someone the other day, I was like, y'all, I love living in China. I actually really do. I actually enjoy it. Like, it's not just about the access, well, that is part of it. The accessibility to a lot of things. The ease of living over here is really a decent life. I don't feel like I live a struggle life. I've lived in countries where there was a struggle life. No. Living here is relatively pretty easy and I enjoy it. But anyways, I get it. I'll post a link. I'll post a link for that bottle. This what do you call it? Applicator bottle with many teeth? I don't know. But, alright, so Jeanette says she hopes that the oil and the spritz works great for others too. Rosalind said last week was my first time. I think we have 2. Yeah, there are 2. So last week was your first live chat. Yay! So I'm definitely back on schedule. However, next week I may not be on schedule. I might do a live stream either on the Friday or next week. I might do a live stream next week, Friday. My time, which will be either Friday morning your time or Thursday night your time. I don't know what I'll do yet, but I won't be able to live stream next week, Saturday, my time. Okay, so, but yeah, so we've been trying to do this back on schedule, back, what do you call it? Back into a routine of live streams. So before we used to live stream every Saturday and every Friday, well, every Saturday for me, every Friday for if you're on the East Coast or the western side of the world. Jeanette says, yes, she uses the oil about 2 or 3 times a week, including pre-pooing. Nice. And she also applies and massages every time she washes her hair. You really feel the tingle after washing your hair, especially. That's really good. Yeah, that oil is powerful, man. I'm actually gonna make a new oil as well. So, because remember I told you I haven't made my fenugreek oil since I've been here, but I've been collecting things. I've got some stuff. So Melissa says she finally caught one live. Yay! Good night, girl. So, do you all have? Wait, while you're here, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Up, thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button. Click it. Ooh, ooh. All right. The other thing is, if you have any questions for me, ask away. Feel free to ask any questions that you might have for me. I don't know, the sun is kind of washing me out, making me look real pale, y'all. No, I'm dark. Alright, so, Michelle, I finally got the fenugreek seeds and made the spray yesterday. I have to get the moringa powder so I can try out your fenugreek oil. I'm super excited. Okay, nice. So have you used it? So you made the spray, but have you used the spray as well? Have you used it yet? Yeah, but the oil has been, y'all have been really good with this oil. I'm really glad to see this. You all have been using it consistently. You all have been using it. You all have been seeing a lot of great results with the oil. But if you have any questions, what kind of bird is that? Yeah, if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask. Away. All right. So Roslyn, the other Roslyn, says, "Hey, hashtag 360 live crew family, 10,000 subscribers. You go, girl, enough love." Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of people. That is a lot of people. I remember when I got 100 subscribers and I was like, whoa, that's a lot of people. 100 people decided to subscribe. Remember to smash that like button, y'all. Yeah. So when I hit the 1,000, it's like, dang, can't believe it. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to hit 10,000. And you know what's interesting? Last year, August, when I actually hit 1,000 subscribers last year. August 2016, and I remember in that video it was like, yeah, y'all, I bet you I'll hit 10,000 in a year time. I almost hit 1 year in September. So I mean, let's say it's a year. You know? So I can't believe we did it. But y'all, I had to post to do that. I had to really post really great content for you guys. It wasn't about just posting anything I felt like. I had to post content that you all would be interested in, content that you all would enjoy and benefit from as well. So it was a lot of hard work, a lot of sweat, a lot of live streams. I remember my first live stream, y'all. Whoa. My first live stream was stressful. I enjoy them now thoroughly. So that's why I do them consistently as much as I can. But my first live stream, I remember it being, because I didn't know what y'all would ask. Like, because when you're doing a live stream, you're at the mercy of anything happening. So, I mean, kudos to people who do live video all the time, like every day, like Wendy Williams and stuff. Like, I think hers is live, relatively live, but whatever. Yeah, and but I mean, I'm okay with it now, but I remember the first one after I finished the live stream, because I think I went for about an hour or so, hour and a half. I passed out. I was like, no, I was so exhausted. I was like, lights out, lights out, lights out. I passed out right after I finished the live stream, but they're okay now. They're not as stressful as they used to be. Thank you for the likes, everyone. I appreciate it. Okay, so Jeanette says, how long can you leave the stuff with the seeds in the oil before it goes bad? Because I have left mine for quite some weeks. And it doesn't seem to go bad, but does marinate and get stronger, I think. Yeah, it seems like it can last for like quite a few months. Maybe 6 to 8 months. But the thing is, my oil does not last that long. Before 6 to 8 months has even arrived, I've already used my oil and gone on to make some more oil. So it's up to you and how long you want to, who keeps the oil that long? I use it a lot. So I'm really not sure how long you can keep it, but I don't see why for a few months it wouldn't be okay. And yeah, I think it would get stronger as well. Michelle Weil says, yeah, I use this spray. My hair is still moisturized. That's really, yeah. When you use the fenugreek spray, your hair is super moisturized for a very long time. It's a great detangler as well. So a lot of you have pointed that out to me. When you use the oil as even before a wash, it's a great detangler. So that's really good. Rosen said, you deserve it. Thank you for the love and honesty. Oh, mwah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all for showing me love and care, being kind, being warm, asking great questions. It's because of you that I have great content too. Because whenever you ask a great question, I try my best. I work on it. I work on putting out a video to answer that question, or I do a live stream to address it or whatever. So thank you all for the great comments. Melissa Nicholson said, I also just got some fenugreek seeds, and you're gonna make this spray tomorrow. You try the moringa powder in your deep condition. Love it. Still have to make the oil. I've never used it in the moringa powder. I've actually never used it in a deep conditioner before. That's actually not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I've never used it in a deep conditioner before. That's a good way to use it. And so what is your combination of, when you make your deep conditioner with the powder, Melissa, what is your combination with your what do you add to your deep conditioner? Only moringa? What else do you add? What oils? How do you use the moringa powder in your deep conditioner? Let us know. Or do you add it to a pre-made deep conditioner? How do you use the moringa powder? So Sharon says, I use the oil every second day. I have to make a new batch this weekend. Greetings from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. Hey, Canada. Hi. I have to visit soon. I have a real good friend. She is my real good girl. I'm like, she's my girl from years. I need to visit her in Canada. I was on the phone with her for like 2 hours last night, actually, but I need to come to Canada to visit her. She's been there probably 10 years or more now. And I haven't visited her. And she's been like, Ife, you're no good. You haven't been here yet. So I need to visit. Joanna says, hi from San Diego. Hello. Rosin is like, Wendy Williams, how you doing? She's so crazy. All right, so how you doing? However she said it, I don't know. But Jeanette says the moringa in the oil is great as well. Oh boy, here we go. We have a spammer. Okay. Okay. We have a spammer. Come on. You can't, no longer I haven't had one of those. Jeez. So we have a block party. Block party. Alright, so let's go back to what we were saying. Jeanette says the moringa in the oil is great as well. I don't have the powder, but I try to mash it as small as I can and add it. It seems to have a similar effect. Okay, so you have the fresh moringa leaves, it seems. Okay, okay. So you smash the moringa powder. So you smash the moringa leaves and you add it to the oil. Ah, I have actually never used the fresh leaves in the oil. When I went home to Trinidad, my mom, she has a moringa tree. She did not have a moringa tree 2 years ago when I was home. And all of a sudden she has all these things. She has a moringa tree, she has the seeds. So she used the, what you call it? She used the leaves, she dried them for me and she made a powder, so I brought it back with me to China. But I haven't actually used the fresh leaves in the oil. I ate the leaves because I went out on that tree. I went picking fresh leaves. I was eating it. I grabbed a branch. I took the leaves off. I put them in my smoothies every day. I was making smoothies for my mom every day with it. It was really good. I really enjoyed using the fresh leaves from the tree. So if you all have access to a moringa tree, utilize it. Use it to your advantage. So Sharon says, but it's good to hear that the moringa, I think it's the moringa leaves you're talking about. It's good to hear that it has a really great effect as well, even though it's not dried, but that's okay, or in a powder form. And if you had someone ask you about this at time, if you have the moringa oil, of course, it's also called Ben oil, of course, use that as well. That's probably even more potent than the powder, I'm guessing. It should be. So Sharon said, I use the oil in my deep conditioner. My hair loves it. Nice. Hi, Nachiro90. Okay, she says she got disconnected. We're back. Okay. Your mom is watching. Good. I'm PG. Thankfully. Say hi, Mom. Hello. How are you? Thanks for watching. So your mom is now part of the Ife 360 live crew. All right. I don't know. Don't ask. Okay, so Jeanette. Ife, the moringa is dried, but yes, fresh. I don't have a blender to blend it as small as you can into a powder, so that's why I use it that way. Okay, that's fine. What about, do you have a coffee grinder? You could also use a coffee grinder to turn it into, oh, that's what you're talking about. You don't have a coffee grinder. Okay. You could use a blender, a regular blender. Throw the leaves in there, dried, of course, no water or anything, and just let it whip around the leaves, and it will kind of crush it up. In a dried blender, it should work. If you don't have a coffee grinder like I do. You all are smashing that like button. Thank you. Melissa. I use a deep conditioner from Wholesome You, a local business in Trinidad. Yeah, I reached out to them to try their products, but they didn't allow me. They didn't send anything for me. I know Wholesome You. I've never used it though. And she mixes the moringa. You mix the moringa powder into it. You also add honey, and you use black seed powder sometimes. Nice. That sounds like that mix sounds good. Because I've heard that Wholesome You's products in Trinidad are really good. So I love your mix. You know what's weird though? Not weird, but interesting, I guess. I've never used honey in my hair because I don't trust the honey that they say it's honey. That's why I've never tried honey in my hair. So, but that's good. Your mix sounds like, it sounds decadent. That's for food that you eat, right? When you say decadent. But it sounds rich. Moringa powder, honey, black seed powder. So where do you get the black seed powder from? Do you order it online or do you get that locally in Trinidad as well? Laverne says, hey, you made it. You missed it last week. That's okay. You're here with us now and that's fine. Jeanette says, or she's asking, Ife, what experience do you have with hibiscus powder? You know what is funny? Not funny. You know what is... Just yesterday, no, not yesterday, sorry, 2 days ago, I was watching videos on hibiscus powder. I'm like, But the thing is, people talk about hibiscus powder and they talk about sorrel, which is what we use in Trinidad and some parts of the Caribbean. Because for us, growing up, hibiscus and sorrel is two different things, but some people call sorrel, what we call sorrel, they call that hibiscus. So I'm like, which one are you using? Are you using the hibiscus flower? It's just a flower that, you see in Hawaii, they put in their hair, I'm doing a Hawaiian dance for you. But is it that the hibiscus they're talking about, or is it the sorrel hibiscus that they call hibiscus? Which hibiscus is it? Does it matter? Is it the same? No, it's not the same thing. It's two different things. But anyways, you asked me a question. I started looking at it recently, and I have some things up my sleeves. It's coming. I literally ordered last night, so. Alright, so. Okay, so Kami asks, why don't you trust the honey? Because sometimes it's not really honey. Sometimes it's just sugar that they've not melted down, like sugar that they've concentrated and made it look like it's honey. It's not really honey. I'm not saying all brands are like that. The only place I probably trust getting real honey from is from the side of the road in Trinidad when they're selling those bottles of honey when you're going to Rima or something. That is when I trust the honey. That is real honey. Okay, let me see what you're saying. Maybe you could educate me on honey. But sometimes they dupe us and say that's honey, but it's just sugar. Or what they say, corn syrup. And they say it's honey and they give it a little color and say it's honey. Okay. So Melissa says she gets everything locally. Jeanette wants to know, she's asking Melissa if she likes the black seed powder. Okay, so Laverne says she fills a glass with water. She adds 1 tablespoon of honey into the glass. Adulterated or artificial honey will dissolve in water and you will see it around the glass. Okay? And then Laverne says, pure honey, on the other hand, will settle right at the bottom of your glass. Well, look at that. You see? You're always educating me on something. I didn't even know that. So if you have pure honey, it will just settle at the bottom. And the fake stuff, the artificial honey, will just dissolve and disappear. Alright. Thank you, Laverne. Gosh, see why I have a live stream? Y'all get me. Y'all know how to share. Okay, Jeanette. Okay, Denise is asking Jeanette, or saying to Jeanette, I did a hibiscus rinse last week and I didn't need to moisturize my hair all week. I use it as a rinse after shampoo and then went right on top with deep conditioner. And let me tell you, she put a heart emoji. Alright, that's cool. That's cool. So you use it as a rinse after you shampooed and then you just dropped your deep conditioner on top of that. Well, hibiscus is changing lives out here. That is good. I'm liking this. Okay, so Jeanette said she has an idea because they have different powders from different flowers, as you stated, and I thought you might have Sorry. She has no idea. My bad. She said, I have no idea because they make different powders from different flowers, as you stated. I thought you might have an idea which one you might prefer to try. Actually, I think I will try both and see. The sorrel, what we call sorrel in Trinidad, and what they also call hibiscus, and then there's actually the hibiscus flower that they use in Hawaii. I'm dancing for you. Okay. Okay, so Cami says she's going to test her 2 jars of honey right now. You go, girl. You get it. So report back and let us know. We're right here. We're still here with you. We're live. So Jeanette, oh, that's an awesome. I will try that without. Oh, so Cami wants to know, when you're testing your honey, does it have to be room temperature or cold? So Ravinia. Hi, Ife. I am one broke chick. No, we're not claiming that. We're not claiming brokenness. Okay, just being. I'm just being extra. You have enough money. You always. Oh crap. You always have enough money. Money comes to you in abundance. You are abundantly rich. Don't you worry. Okay. Okay, let me see. I am using oils in my house that I already have, and I upgraded my shampoo and conditioner with my fenugreek tea and made a spritz with the fenugreek and aloe vera juice. Well, look at you! Saving money up in here. Making your own aloe vera juice with your fenugreek spritz. So you're mixing the two together. You're mixing the two together. That's powerful, actually. Fenugreek and the aloe vera. That's actually very powerful. So, how often do you use the fenugreek tea, the spritz, with the aloe vera juice? Ravinia, how often do you use it? And what have you seen, like, what changes have you seen with your hair so far? So Melissa says, I also use a hibiscus extract and rosemary extract in my DIY leave-in. Extract, okay. So not the essential oil, it's an extract. This is totally different. An extract, usually, it tends to be very concentrated form. Okay. Okay. A hibiscus extract and rosemary extract. All right. That's good. Okay, so Rosalind says, try blackened oil. Blackened oil? Blackened oil? I've never heard of that before. I've heard black seed oil, which actually has a million different names for it. It's kalonji oil. I was looking for this, I remember looking for black seed oil when you all first mentioned it to me. And I couldn't find this for nothing in China, but the thing is, it has many different names. All over the world, it has totally different names. Ravinia says, my hair is so short. I use rubber bands together. Huh? You use rubber bands together in your hair? Wouldn't that break your hair off? Rubber bands? I remember when I used to use rubber... I cannot speak today. I remember when I used to use rubber bands and they used to break my hair off. Hey, from Chicago, Ravinia. So Jeanette says, sorrel is really strong and bitter to taste. Do you think that it can change the color of your hair? We will only know when we try. We will only know if it will change the color of our hair if we try. And even if it changes the color of our hair, if you try it, I think it might be temporary. I don't think it will be permanent, you know? But that would be interesting, waking up with red hair the next day after trying sorrel or hibiscus. So we'll see. Oh, black seed oil. Okay. Okay, so Melissa's... Ooh, I am burning up, burning up. Let me just let some AC come in here. So Ravinia says... Sorry, Rosalind says, yo, she meant black seed oil, not blackened oil. Ravinia says, twice a week I have a lot of curls and shine. And you've been doing it for 3 weeks so far, ever since you've been doing the deep conditioner with your DIY leave-in conditioner. Okay. Rosalind. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah, I think she just had a typo, maybe autocorrect or something. She said blackened oil. So do you have any more questions for me? So this is the 10,000 subscribers Q&A. Ask me your questions. Tisha's here. Hey girl. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for spending your precious time with us. If you have any questions, come on down. So Laverne says, there's a difference between girl. I'm liking Laverne right now. There's a difference between oils and extracts. Oils are pure and extracts are processed with other chemicals, such as a percentage of alcohol. Use extracts only for cooking. Ooh. Okay. So Cami says, my honey sank to the bottom. One jar says raw 100% natural uncooked honey. The other honey I bought in Dubai. Well, look at you. Oh, fancy. Buying honey from Dubai. Okay, use room temperature. Alright, so Tisha said, well, she's asking me, have you ever used blackstrap molasses? Does it help hair grow? I have someone has asked me this question before. I think it was a guy, one of my old videos, like not an old video, but he asked me that question. I have never used blackstrap molasses in my hair. I've also always taken it in a glass of water, like drank it in a glass of water. And that was for health purposes. So with regard to hair, I've never used it in my hair. I don't know. Do people use blackstrap molasses in their hair? I didn't know that. But I've only taken it orally because it helps with iron. Your iron, it increases your... It helps with your iron, giving you... Oh God, what is wrong with me today? I can't think. Iron nutrients. If you want iron nutrients, you can get it from blackstrap molasses. What else? What else did I take it for? I can't remember why I was taking it. I think I was slightly anemic when I started taking it as well. So, but I've never taken it, I've never used it in my hair. And if it helps hair grow, I do not know. I've never researched on it. I've never researched on using blackstrap molasses in your hair. Have you thought of using it? Some of these things that y'all ask me about, I put that in my food. I take it orally. Because sometimes I think it's more beneficial when you have it internally. You know? Oh. Oops, sorry. So Jeanette says, maybe the percentage of alcohol is very low in the extract, but I guess, as with everything, trial and error, and proceed with caution when trying something new. Laverne also says, blackstrap molasses is also a very rich, natural deep conditioner that helps the hair to become silky and smooth. Okay. You're educating me today because I have no idea. I've never tried blackstrap molasses in my hair. And it's very nutrient dense if you're taking it orally. So that tends to be how I would take it. But if you all are using it in your hair and you're getting good results, I'm liking this. So Melissa's saying not all extracts have alcohol. You could make an extract just by making it in a concentrated form without chemicals. I don't know about extracts. I can't really help you all. Ravinia, when should I panic that my hair is not growing? Huh? Actually, our hair is always growing. It's just that it might not appear that way. It might seem slow because our hair is curly and it grows like in a coil. It grows like a spring, or what do you call that? A slinky. So it seems as though it's not growing. But our hair is always growing. Trust me, it's always growing. But what might be happening, it might be breaking off. So that's when you want to panic. So you need to observe and see if your hair is breaking, okay? So Tisha, I've thought of using blackstrap molasses. She's anemic, so I might, but have seen others use it as a mask. And what have their results been for blackstrap molasses as a mask? So Michelle Wiles said, when are you going to do another hair or healthy body challenge? Yes, girl. Healthy body. And you mentioned in the beginning about a new DIY. Can you let us in on it now? Can I? Should I? Will I do it now? No, I will not. I'll actually not. I haven't even tried it yet, so I can't. I won't share it with you right now. I want to try it first. I want to make it. I'm gonna do the video for it when I'm finished with you all today. What am I gonna say? Yeah, so I'm going to make it today, but I need to actually try it to see what's happening with it. You know, what it's doing for my hair. I need to make some observations. You know, do some red cord keeping to see how it works. You know. But the other question is, when am I going to do another hair challenge or healthy body challenge? I just finished the Grow Your Edges challenge. Some of you did it. Some of you, maybe, I don't know why a lot of people didn't do that one compared to the when I did the fenugreek hair oil growth challenge. Not many people did the Grow Your Edges challenge for some strange reason. I don't know why. But this one, I think this one, hopefully people join in on this one. I think this one it's one that people might be interested in. It's not very, it still incorporates some of the things that we did in the fenugreek oil challenge, but with an extra oomph, a little bit more powerful, and but it will also incorporate some of these things we're already doing with regard to using the fenugreek spritz and such. So it should be okay. Let me see. Laverne D. Blackstrap molasses contains high amounts of iron, manganese, magnesium, copper, calcium, potassium, and vitamin B6. Okay. Thank you, Laverne. Thank you for all your education. I'm loving it. Okay, so Laverne says, she says, it's true with regard to extracts that are made homemade But if they're store-bought, they tend to have a lot of chemicals and alcohol and such. So the blackstrap molasses, it fights gray hair, stimulates hair growth, thicker hair. She has tried it before and she adds it to her hair conditioner. Does it change the color of your hair or make it sticky? Jeanette wants to know. Melissa loves making DIYs, even makes her own hair butter. You know, it took me a really long time before I actually made a hair butter. I was using the shea butter hard as it was when it came in that jar. I would take a little bit of it and I would warm it up in my hands and then put it in my hair. But then one day my cousin was like, and she was newly natural, and she was like, Ife, you should make a hair butter. I'm like, oh no, my hair is okay. But y'all, the day that I decided to make a hair butter, I should have listened to my cousin a long time before, because the day I decided to make a hair butter, I was like, what was I doing before? When you whip that shea butter, it is so light and creamy, and you add your oils and stuff, it glides on your hair like air. So Melissa Janelle wants to know, what kind of DIY butter do you make? What do you put in your hair butter? Ravinia, I feel that if any product that has sulfur or alcohol in it, you should not use. Also, I try to put less food in my hair and more in my stomach. That's a good point. That's a very good point. I think a lot of people are using a lot of foods in their hair now because it does have an effect, you know. It does have an effect on your hair, but I think as well, some people are neglecting. So even though putting foods in your hair is a good practice and you get some of the effects, some people are neglecting the fact that putting it in your body is just as beneficial. So for example, when people ask me about Ife, what do you put on your face, or why is your skin so clear? That question, it's baffling to me to answer because I don't put that many things on my face, or I don't have a set ritual. I might do things once in a while, but I don't have a set ritual where I'm constantly putting something on my face for it to look a certain way, or my skin for it to look a certain way. What I'm really doing is putting things in my body that is changing the outward appearance of my skin. So yes, it's okay to put foods on your hair and you get the effects, but you really get the most powerful effects from foods when you consume it. So yes, even though I was laughing at what you said, Ravinia, you're right. We really need to work on what we're putting into our bodies, and whatever we put into our bodies, whether it's good or bad, the effects will show on the outside, you know. Whether you drink a lot of water or you drink a lot of soda, those effects will show on your skin and your hair, and the health of your skin and the health of your hair, you know. I'm not preaching, I'm just saying. Alright, so Jeanette, food in your stomach, yeah. So Laverne, it darkens your hair. Use a carrier oil or conditioner to get that slip. Okay, Michelle. So Michelle Wild says, okay, you're truly awesome. Thank you. I didn't find your channel until after the challenge, but I wrote it down so I can try it out. Yay. Hibiscus or sorrel will leave a stain. So Win J educating us. So there are things that I haven't tried and you all have tried and you have experience, so you can tell me, okay? So hibiscus or sorrel will leave a stain of red, but it's not noticeable unless you use it repeatedly for a long time. In that case, you will see the color, especially when in the sun. Now, the thing about it, my hair actually looks red when I'm in the sun. Does it look red now? Does it look red now? Does it look red now? It has like a brownish red tinge or tint to it. So I guess if I use the sorrel, it will look even more red, or more of a red color when I use it. So Win J, if you've tried this hibiscus or sorrel, what what other hair, results have you seen? So have you seen your hair, like what results have you seen? What changes have you seen with your hair since using, besides your color change, anything else you've seen? So Melissa says she uses shea, but for her butter mix, she uses shea butter, mango butter. She uses the infused oil and glycerin, and her hair has been responding really well. I've never used mango butters yet, so. So Tisha asks, what's the best thing that has helped you with breakage? I'm trying to find something to help me. My hair seems like it hasn't grown at all this year. I straightened it in February, and just a few weeks ago. So okay. You've been using heat in your hair. Now I don't use heat in my hair at all, so my hair does not get the effects of heat. So that's one thing that others have said who use heat. They said heat tends to break their hair off. The other thing is that I have a video on how I reduced the shedding of my hair. Well, that was shedding, not breakage. However, a lot of you have spoken about the effects of the fenugreek spray, the rosemary spray, aloe vera. Those all help with breakage, shedding, hair growth. So you want to try those things if you haven't as yet and see how they work with regard to breakage. Okay, but heat definitely doesn't help. Excuse me. So Laverne says she uses foods such as rice water, rice pudding in her hair conditioner without sugar or salt. She also uses unsalted butter with honey for a deep conditioner with oils. I know, was it you who last week said, or week before said that you used butter, like the butter that we use on our bread for your hair? That was interesting. I don't know if I'll do that yet. I take a long time before I try stuff. Like, I don't like to be using a lot of things. Even though y'all think I use a lot of things in my hair, I actually don't like to use a lot of different things. Or too many different things at once. I always try something out for a long time. And then when I think, okay, well, let me try something new. Or is it that my hair may have seemed to have not responding anymore to something. I try something new, totally different. Like, oh, my ends look nice. My ends usually look so raggedy. They're looking nice. So Jeanette says, ooh, that sounds awesome. Thanks for sharing. Ife, is that from using henna treatments? Oh, do you mean the color of my hair? No, my hair is naturally this color, actually. I don't use henna in my hair. This is the color of my hair. What I think too is that shea butter, my hair looks lighter the more I use shea butter, the more I'm in the sun. But I haven't been in the sun that much since I've been in China, or as much as I should be. When I used to live in the Bahamas, my hair used to be lighter and a little bit redder. But this is the natural color of my hair. I don't use henna. Hey, Trini, I didn't say hi. Sorry, girl, I saw it. Hi, Trini1. Hey, girl. Hey. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for jumping on the stream. Melissa says she's working on her diet. Yes, girl, that is important. There's no point in doing all these things on our hair or on our head, and we're not taking care of our insides. We have to give our insides some love and some TLC too. Drink lots of water. Cut back on the snacks, although I bought some snacks last night, but that's like a once a week thing, but I try not to do like snacks every day, like I cut back on these snacks every day. On Friday, I do a little, okay, I feel the snacks today, so I have to have some snacks, but on a regular, I don't eat a lot of cakes and cookies and this and that. In fact, as soon as I start pumping a lot of snacks and junk food in my diet, it starts to show in my skin and my scalp and my hair. It just behaves differently. So drink lots of water. Not only drink lots of water, cut back on your unhealthy stuff that you might be drinking. So if you drink a lot of alcohol, way too much wine, you have to cut back on certain things. Too many sugary drinks, like those things actually deplete our body of nutrients. You want to always replenish your body. You want to help your organs and your internal parts of your body. You need to give them some help. Don't make them struggle to survive inside your body. Think of your body as this place that it's working hard to keep you healthy and make you look good, but you have to give it some TLC from the inside out, you know? Think of it as a machine. It needs oiling. Good oils, like coconut oil or something. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a doctor either. Okay, so Ravinia says, I have to admit, fenugreek tea with lemon only and no sweetener tastes pretty darn good. Well, look at you making your fenugreek tea with your lemon. In the mornings, what I have, before I have my smoothie, if I'm not taking iodine, so like sometimes I take a break from iodine, because usually I take Lugol's iodine in a glass of water every day. But usually, like right now, I'm doing apple cider vinegar because I'm trying to reduce my waistline as well because I've been eating too much. So I am taking currently every morning on an empty stomach, I have apple cider vinegar with sometimes some lemon, with half a lemon squeezed into it. So 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in some warm water with some apple cider vinegar. And that as well is really great to detox your body. Okay? Healthy skin, healthy hair, a glow, you know. I don't know, I'm just saying that. So Winjay says, I don't know how I stumbled on this, but girl, one day I made sorrel tea, unsweetened, and decided to spray it in my hair, and I was so moisturizing and laid down my cuticle. Well, look at you, girl. Sorrel tea tastes really good, though. It does. It's delicious. But look at you. Look at you. Laying down your cuticle with your sorrel tea. I'm liking this. So Tisha also said, try doing some more protein treatments for hair breakage. Find a balance for your hair between moisture and protein and make sure you're not over or under moisturizing. That's a really good suggestion too, Jeanette. Thank you for sharing with Tisha. Winjay, after I wash my hair, when I go to style, I spritz my hair with a sorrel rinse and it just smooths my hair. Then I apply my styling cream and or butter. I'm liking these suggestions. You all are on fire with the sorrel and hibiscus. So Tisha also says, indirect heat is good, like when you're deep conditioning, but not direct heat. You can also try henna treatments. They help to strengthen your hair, structure of your hair, but be careful because it's strong. Melissa says it's the snacks is the problem. You think about snacks. Let me give you a quick tip and trick about snacks, right? Do not pack your house with snacks. Let me explain what I mean by that. When you go to the grocery, let's say you buy groceries once a week, once a month, whatever it is. Do not buy enough snacks to last you a month or a week. No. Buy enough snacks to last you don't buy enough snacks that you eat it all in one day. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, if you're buying snacks, buy one little pack that you eat that day and it's over. There's no more snacks in the cupboard. There's nothing to be like, oh, I feel for a snack. It's Wednesday, let me go in the cupboard. No, that's not how it works with me, at least. I don't keep a supply of snacks no. If I want a snack, I have to go to a shop to buy a snack. You know where that shop is? It's like a 10-minute walk. I'm not going for that walk. So I don't have snacks. I just don't have end up eating popcorn or something. No, that's a good snack to replace the unhealthy ones. Popcorn, fresh popcorn that you've made, not the microwave one. The stove cooked popcorn. That's a really good snack to replace your regular, really unhealthy snacks. So it's really filling. It's tasty. If you put butter, don't put too much. Or don't put any butter at all. Put a little sprinkle of salt and you're good. So those are some little things, some little tips. I don't buy a lot of snacks. Like when I buy snacks, it's like, hey, I feel for a snack on a Friday. It's usually it's one day. It's a Friday. And then it's like a few snacks just for that. Like I'm watching a movie that Friday. A few snacks and that's it. I don't have any snacks for Saturday, Sunday. It's over. It's done. No Monday, Tuesday, no. There's no snacks. Alright, let me see. Jeanette, also use a moisturizing deep conditioner after as well to balance out strength. Tisha, so, okay, so what about trimming? I have family who tells me trimming is for those who have perm in their hair and not for full naturals. Well, that's it. She said, sorry about all the questions. I'm just confused about what to do. Girl, that's the point of this Q&A. Ask your questions. Ask away. It's no problem. This camera is in front of the sun, and I have a feeling it's overheating. So, y'all, I might move in a second or two. All right. So, with regard to trimming, I trim. Some people trim religiously. So, they trim whether it is once every 3 months or once every 6 months. And these are naturals. Or once a year. For me, the last time I really trimmed my hair was 2 years ago. But for me, what I've noticed, the reason I have to trim is when I don't take care of the ends of my hair. And what do I mean by not taking care of the ends? When I don't use castor oil on my ends, as the last step, like let's say I'm braiding my hair or twisting my hair or whatever, when I do not use, can you see my ends? When I do not use castor oil on the ends of my hair, they break or they get split ends or they get raggedy. But once I start using castor oil, the ends of my hair, I don't need trimming, you know? So it's up to you on what you do to condition the ends of your hair to make sure that they stay smooth and they're not rough, or you reduce the split ends or you reduce the breakage. So you have to monitor, you have to really monitor your hair. I don't just trim because, oh, 6 months have passed, let me trim. For me, it's a need by need basis, you know, based on what my hair needs. So when the last time I trimmed, my hair needed to trim. One, because I was not conditioning the ends of my hair, so they were really raggedy, they were difficult to, so for example, I would detangle my hair, I would detangle the ends of my hair, and let's say I come over here and detangle, hair got tangled again. So it was constantly getting tangled, and after a while I said, you know what, let me just cut it off. And the other option I could have had was to train my hair by twisting it with castor oil until it smoothed out the ends of my hair. So I'm going to move because 1, I'm burning up, and 2, I think this is overheating. So guys, you're going to walk with me. I'm going to go to another room. Alright, so I'm hoping the connection stays good with y'all. Stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. Ooh. Okay, can you still see me? Let me just adjust this. Give me a second. Give me a second. Please tell me if the connection is still good. You can still see me. You can still hear me. Just let me know. So Jeanette says, trimming is for anyone who had damaged hair and needs their hair trimmed. Whoa, okay. So Tisha says she sees that she has split ends and is as much as 1 inch. That's a lot. That's a lot of hair. But the thing is, too, I feel as though when you trim split ends, does that really solve? No, well, this is my question. When you trim a split end, does that really solve the problem? Because what caused the hair to split in the first place, you know? So it goes back again to how are you, after you've cut the split ends off, you still have to treat your ends a certain way, whether it's you're being gentle with it, you're using, for example, castor oil that strengthens the ends of your hair as well. So Laverne says, share this with my sisters. I found a Google Store app that tracks and lets you take photos and write in your hair journal called Hair Journal. I've been using it for 2 months now and it is wonderful. I will look out for that app. Actually, my phone is back in the living room. So, okay, so good. That's a great app. Hair Journal. Let me write it down. Hair Journal app. Actually sounds interesting because it's very good when you, it's really good when you use, what do you call it, when you use a way to track, your hair and your progress, because everybody also always thinks, oh, my hair is not growing. Even I say it, I'll be honest, I say it all the time. I'm like, oh my gosh, my hair is not growing, and then when you really look back 3 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, when you look at your hair, pictures of your hair grew. It doubled in size. It doubled in length. Well, not, okay, it didn't double in length, but it showed progress, but you just looking at it daily, you don't see the progress, you know? So, let me look at it. Hair Journal app. So I will look for it. All right. All right, so Jeanette is suggesting to Tisha that she trims her hair because she won't be retaining the moisture in her hair. And any sealing agents like a butter or oil won't work very well. So Laverne D, thanks for sharing about the journal app. I'm not sure if anyone asked this, but with the fenugreek sprouts, besides from putting them in your smoothies and salads, what else can you do with it? That's a great question because that's all that I do with my fenugreek sprouts. I only put it in my smoothies, and if I make a salad, that's where I put it too. So, any other suggestions are welcome. That would be great. Do you? Okay, so Laverne said, oh, do what? Steaming your hair is a form of using heat on your hair. That's just your natural body heat, right? I know there are those steamers that actually produce heat, but then if you use your natural body heat, I don't think it's that bad. It should be okay. So Trini1 says, my hair has been falling out like crazy lately. It's long, but has become very thin. I have high porosity hair. Any hair suggestions? Any suggestions for high porosity hair? Y'all know me. I don't really check for porosity, so. If you know about high porosity and what Trini can do with regard to if she has high porosity hair, how to specifically treat it, let her know. But your hair has been falling out. What have you been using in your hair? Tell us that first. What have you been using? Rosalind says, thanks. I find that the hard way. I get one snack and that is all, because if I buy more, I will eat it all. You sure right. If you buy all the snacks, you will eat all the snacks, not in one day, but you will. Sometimes you will find a way to have a snack every day. Every day is a treat. Oh, it's a treat. Just buy one snack. Don't fill your house with snacks that you can constantly get whenever you feel like it. Trinity One says, try a green tea rinse, and there's a product called Grow Organics. It's supposed to help with shedding. Also watch to see if you have changed something in your diet with regard to the hair shedding. I'm prepared for y'all today, okay? So today, I have some cashew nuts right here prepared for you guys, because you know what? I knew you would want me to stay more than an hour. Guess what? I'm hungry, so give me 1 second. Let me take my my retainers out. Okay, I'm back. So, my retainers are out. You can't see the difference because my retainers are clear. Alright, but I'm hungry. So, Ravinia says, I think steaming is a form of moisturizing your hair, but I could be wrong. Just don't do it too often. Do you mean, So Jeanette says, I think that cutting the split ends help to prevent further damage to hair, which is damage at the ends. But I feel split ends more come from mechanical damage and heat. So how you treat your hair, it causes split ends. Okay. I'm looking at the ends of my hair to see if I see any split ends. I don't see any. I saw some like a couple weeks ago though. Your comments are coming in so fast. I'm like not even reading fast enough today. Melissa says, sometimes when I'm in a hurry, I don't pack food and end up getting a snack, but I'm trying to cut out the sugar. Yes, sugar is the devil. Trust me, sugar is the devil. It shows up on my skin when I have too much sugar. It shows up in my scalp with dandruff and stuff. Sorry, I'm just trying to get some cashews. I have some cashews here. So 21, the brain is telling you rosemary and aloe vera daily, just lightly apply. Neem oil does not smell good, use at night, due to the smell, or mixing with ylang ylang oil. Ylang ylang oil. Okay. Onion juice or ginger juice for your hair fall. Okay. What about using a warm towel? Does that count as direct heat? I think of direct heat as constant heat. So for example, if you have like a blow dryer, that means heat is constant. If you have a steamer, like those electric steamers that you put on your hair, that's a constant heat. And that's directly put on your hair. But with a warm towel, the heat dissipates. It's not constant. It gets cooler over time. So I don't think that would be bad. I don't think that would be bad at all. So Laverne has high porosity hair. She makes a hairspray with henna and rosemary, etc. Jeanette also says for high porosity, use heavier products like castor oil and heavy butters. Y'all, I love how y'all are helping each other in here. Also, when you're finished washing your hair, apply and seal your hair as soon as you can, as soon as you finish, so that it doesn't dry. Very good, Laverne. This is important. Laverne says having a vitamin D deficiency and low levels of iron could be playing a role. Write down the products you use until you find ones that work for you. Now, that's a really, really important point that Laverne made. And there's one thing I would also add to that. Iron, you see the low iron, not getting enough sunlight, vitamin D, not being in the sun enough, that is enough. That could affect your hair shedding, because getting vitamins from the sun, getting vitamin D from the sun, getting light exposure actually helps to provide your body with enough nutrients to grow the cells, to make sure you have healthy cells and healthy cell growth. That's one thing. The other thing that I will add is zinc. You see, when I added zinc to my diet, and I only added zinc to my diet when I took my mercury fillings out and I was detoxing, one of the supplements that you must re-add to your body, because what happens, mercury removal and having mercury in your body actually depletes your body of zinc. So if you have amalgam fillings, that also can add to hair shedding. Because even though they say, yeah, the mercury is safe, the amalgam fillings in your mouth are safe, they're not safe for your body. It actually disrupts your entire, it throws your entire body off with regard to, I'm not a doctor, by the way. I just read a lot about these things because I used to have fillings in my mouth, but it throws the entire equilibrium of your body off. Your body goes from being okay before the mercury fillings, and then once you add fillings into that, it throws everything, your hormonal imbalance, how your body absorbs nutrients. It totally changes the cell structure in your body. So when I was detoxing, after I took the amalgam out my mouth, the mercury fillings out my mouth, one of the things that they, like based on my research, that they said that you need to re-add to your body was zinc. So once I started adding zinc to my diet, zinc, I had zinc supplements. My body went from, my hair, everything changed. With regard to the shedding, with regard to the health, my health, it completely changed. So zinc, iron, and vitamin D. Sun. Go in the sun. Go in the sun. So Jeanette says the final product you use should be thick to block all the other moisture that applied before from leaving too quickly. So Trini 1 says she has been using castor oil with black tea. That's good. You've been using a spritz with aloe vera juice with rosemary and peppermint essential oils and massaging as needed. But that's good. Maybe you might need to use something thicker, so they suggested to you, our hair family suggested to you, that you use some butters. So maybe you need to use something thicker than castor oil. So for example, for me, this summer, usually the summertime, I can use an oil and my hair is fine, it's okay, it doesn't lose moisture. But this summer, my hair was totally different. Well, it was constantly always dry no matter how much oils I used. So I had to return to using butters in the summertime. So my hair was probably high porosity. It was losing moisture very quickly when I was using oil. So I had to use shea butters, my butter mix this summer, because it was constantly dry. And once I started using the butter mix again, my hair has been responding differently. Now, I think my hair may have changed structure when I used the black soap on my hair and it completely destroyed. It like broke my hair off. My hair texture changed. So yeah, that may be why this summer my hair is a little bit different. But It's coming back slowly. I'm not complaining. Hi, blessed by him. How are you? He said, Ife, you look great. I can't keep almonds, cashews, That's hilarious. She's like, I can't keep almonds, cashews, pecans, Brazil nuts, and walnuts in my house. They are my snacks. Yeah. Me too. I love nuts. But nuts are good. I guess just not too many. The Vern D. Scalp massage as well to stimulate hair roots. The root of your hair is not getting oxygen. You get it, girl. Vern! Do you have a channel? You should have a channel. I'll come watch your videos. You are edumacating us. That's not a word, guys. So Jeanette says iron and zinc, they play a major part. They play a major role. Make sure you check the doctor to make sure that you aren't deficient and possibly causing the hair fall. Many thanks and hugs for all the wonderful suggestions, ladies. So Trini 1 is very appreciative of all the help. Thinning. For thinning hair, do a full henna treatment once a month for strengthening and thickening. I used to just do them only when I was covering grays and found out about the benefits of strengthening and thickening can occur in a regular routine. Okay. So Cami says, thanks for the zinc tip. I got rid of my amalgam filling a while ago, so I'm gonna start taking zinc. Did you take it out safely? Did you go to oh my gosh. Did you go to a dentist who is trained in taking out amalgam fillings? Because there are some dentists out here who are doing they're doing the worst, okay? They're taking it out without, because what happens when you remove mercury fillings or amalgam fillings, it actually releases a very toxic gas. And you're supposed to wear a mask over your nose while you are doing this treatment. My dentist and his assistant wore, you know those, when you're watching those movies and they're wearing those huge chemical masks, those huge, yeah. That's what they had on their face. I'm like, wait a second, why are you wearing that but I'm not? What's going on? So, well, I couldn't wear that because it covers their mouth and their nose, but if they covered my mouth, they wouldn't be able to take the mercury filling out of my mouth. So they covered my nose, and they also had an oxygen tube, like this huge oxygen tube over my nose as well, so that I can get air. But y'all. So was it a safe kind of dentist? So Trini 1 says she ordered the moringa powder to make the oil and she will be taking it internally. Yes. Taking moringa internally is life. These cashews are life right now. Yeah. Unfortunately, don't worry, you'll be okay. What about detoxing? What did you use to detox? I used ALA and DMSA. Those are supplements that actually, they hold on to the mercury in your body. So what happens? This is what happens when you take mercury. I know this is like not even hair related, but it kind of is, because mercury actually causes hair fall. Oh gosh, and I feel as though I'm scaring you now. It's okay. You can still detox. You should still detox, actually. I should still detox. What was I going to say? Right. The supplements that I took ALA and DMSA. What happens? Sorry, no. What happens when you remove mercury? As I said, a toxic gas is released, right? Toxic mercury fumes are released, and mercury likes when it's released from your blood, because regardless of however you remove the mercury, it still gets into your bloodstream, and it starts going in creases and crevices of your body. It tries to hide in your organs. It goes to your brain. It goes everywhere. It finds places to go in your fatty tissues, whatever it is. It finds places to go. And what happens when you detox? You actually go to when you detox and you take the supplements, the ALA and DMSA, that's what it's called. There's two different supplements. They attach themselves to the mercury and start drawing it out of your body. And wherever it starts to hide, these supplements, they attach themselves and they start pulling it out and taking it, like it sort of escorts the mercury out of your body. So when you're detoxing, strange things start to happen. So for example, they said sometimes you get like nightmares. I had nightmares when I was detoxing, because what happens, anyways, let me not scare anybody, but putting mercury in your mouth, in your teeth, is dangerous. I wish I never did it. Unfortunately, it was done, and thankfully I took it out. But yeah. So Blessed by Him says, wow, black soap broke your hair. I will not be using it using that no way. Now, I think it's how I used it. I used black soap raw. Like, I took the bar of soap, and like was like this in my hair. Which is not how it should be used. It needs to be diluted, because the pH, I think, is too high. So it totally changed structure of my hair. So for example, my hair was not always like, you see how it kind of lays like that? It never used to always lay like this. I don't know how to explain it. It never always used to lay flat like that. And it totally changed the structure of my hair. But that was because I used it raw. You're supposed to dilute it, use water, use oils, use some essential oils, and make it not as strong, not as potent. But I used it straight on my hair. I was desperate. I really wanted to wash my hair. I should just use that store-bought conditioner or whatever. So, but I don't want to deter you from using black soap. I think it's just how I used it, which was bad, which was wrong. Yeah, so Jeanette says, yeah, it's okay to use, you just have to add oils and water, dilute it. Yeah, so Cami, don't get scared. It's okay. She said, oh no, really? I don't remember using a mask for the removal of your fillings. I just went to a dentist to replace my old fillings. So yeah, the dentist, and the other thing too, those dentists don't remove all your fillings. Sometimes they remove some and they're like, whatever. But Blessed by Him says, what are your thoughts on soybean oil for hair? I use pure soybean oil and it ruined my natural hair. It straightened out my curls and I lost a lot of my curl definition. I've never heard about using soybean oil. I have never tried using soybean oil, and I will not try it now that you said it ruined your hair. Nope, I'm good. Okay, so Melissa said, I use black soap on my face, never use it on my hair, and I don't plan to after what I've heard. Cami, don't get scared, girl. Don't get scared. So Jeanette wants to know, did you flat iron using the soybean oil? So Laverne said, I would love to have a channel, but I'm not savvy. I am a genealogist. Interesting. My mom was a hairstylist back in the day. I grew up around here and I'm happy to share what I know. I'm sure you'll be fine. If you ever decide to do a channel, let us know and we'll come check it out. Okay, so Blessed by Him said she thought she was bugging and later found out that from research that soybean oil can be used as a relaxer for natural hair, and it made her so sad. Okay, so she uses soybean oil by doing a hot oil treatment. She drenched her hair with it on wet hair, then used a plastic cap and went under a dryer. When she rinsed her hair out, her hair was limp and straight with small waves. Wow, girl, I didn't know. So 21 said, girl, oh, no. Unfortunately, you were our guinea pig. We are not trying soybean oil. Alright. So let me see. 21 says, I eat clean, no junk, but I changed my diet recently. ACV and MSM in my water. When you happen to drink water, what? Girl, water is life. Water is life. I'm always drinking water. I have a coworker. All he drinks is coffee. And it's not good enough that coffee has water in it. No, plain water. You drink just plain water. I don't see how that's healthy. Just drinking plain coffee all day long and no water. He doesn't drink any water whatsoever. Just plain coffee. And meanwhile, I'm at work like guzzling water, thirsty. I'm like, oh, I gotta drink. I'm so thirsty. Like, I don't know how he drinks coffee all day. So Michelle Wise, see, this is why I like your channel. You share your knowledge with us and you keep it real. Love it. You're welcome. Wow, interesting. So Blessed by Him says, many of our hair products contain soybean oil, but it's mixed with other ingredients. So I guess nothing happens unless you use it pure. I found two YouTubers who mentioned the same thing happened. So Laverne wants to know how you use MSM in your diet. So Trini M says she drinks coffee all day long. And she says, yes, there's water in coffee. No, plain water. Water only, nothing else. Maybe we should do a drinking water challenge while we do our next hair oil challenge. I drink a lot of water, y'all. And I probably shouldn't tell this story as to why I drink so much water because it's about my sister. Maybe I should tell you all, it's funny. I don't even know if I ever told her, but she, in our household, I know this is like a tangent. This is my 10,000 subscribers Q&A. I could talk about whatever I want. So we, in our household, when we were growing up, we drank, what do you call it? We made juice. Like, we made our own juice. Like, in my last stream last week, I told you all, in my household, we make, like, we drink. We do a lot of, DIYs in our home. My mom, she was the only one working. So, anything you wanted, you better find a fruit in the backyard. You make your own juice, basically. You make your own bread, you make everything. So we made our own. I learned to make pizza since I was like 9 or 10 or whatever. So every day we would always make juice, like fresh juice. So we had these oranges. They call them sour limes or sour oranges or whatever in our backyard. And we would make juice every day. Fresh juice, you know. Get your sugar, your water, you squeeze your juices, whatever. You make your juice, right? And my sister, she loved juice, my older sister. So my younger sister and I would always be making the juice. And my older sister would always be the one drinking the juice. And we will never get any of the juice. So at some point, I was like, you know what? After a while, I was like, you know what? Forget this. I don't want juice anymore. Forget this juice. And that's when I was like, I would just drink water. Because she would drink all the juice, not make any juice, and we were left with nothing. So I was like, hey, what? I would just drink water. I would just do it. Even though I don't think I used to even drink that much water back then. I think that's how I got into the habit. I was like, I learned to love water because I was so fed up of making juice and never ever getting any of it, and my older sister just drinking all of it. So if she's seen this live stream, well, now you know. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, that's why to this day, I just love juice. I've made myself fall in love with, water. I mean juice. I made myself fall in love with water. And to this day, I just drink. That's all I drink now. I'm not the kind of person where I need to have juice to live. I could drink water. I'm fine. Even with a meal, like if we go to a restaurant or water. I always have water. So Trini1 says, hey Joyce, how you doing, girl? So Trini1 says, I add MSM powder to my water. Gem Girl, how much MSM do you add, Trini? Oh, Gem Girl also says you can infuse your water with fruits, easier to drink. Okay, so Joyce puts MSM in her morning smoothie. I've never actually taken MSM internally, only in my hair oils. Thanks for all the thumbs up, everyone. I'm loving it. I appreciate it. So Blessed by M says she loves water infused with cucumbers. Or as Trini say, cucumber. You want a cucumber in your water? Joyce Woodson says, what does it mean to eat clean? I think usually when people say that, they eat clean. They eat organic meats, although there's no such thing as organic, by the way. Unless you grow your own chickens. You grow your own beef. You don't know where that's really coming from. And when they say organic, it's not grown with chemicals. It's not pumped with chemicals. But then again, that's not organic either, because the seeds the seeds that they get to grow these plants and fruits and vegetables, those are already genetically modified seeds that we think it's okay to grow. So there's not really anything such as organic anymore. It's just a gimmick. It's just so. Let me not burst anybody. Let me not burst anybody's bubble. But when I think of eating clean, I think of you eat from the source. That's what I think of eating clean as. You eat from the source. You use very little unhealthy oils. You use healthier oils. So, for example, you don't eat a lot of processed foods. You would do more fresh food, fresh salads and freshly cooked everything, So that's what I think of when I think of eating clean. Or then if you do smoothies in the morning, the smoothies, there are fresh fruits and vegetables in there. That's what I think of eating clean. Cleaner. Okay, so Laverna's educating us on the butter hair mask recipe. It works on super dry hair. The best mask ever for naturals. So if you want to refer to the butter mask recipe, you can go to Babylon K's channel. Her channel is really good too. So chia seeds in your water, it's really good as well. And eating clean, not too many snacks, not too many processed sugars like cookies and cakes and ice cream and all the stuff that we all love to eat. I mean, I like those things too, don't get me wrong. It's just that I know I can't. If I do, y'all, if I start back going in hard on cakes and ice creams and cookies and biscuits and this and that, y'all will see me, one, gain weight. Two, you would see my skin break out. Three, my scalp, I'll get dandruff like crazy. I would also get IBS, like my body just can't. I would get irritable bowel syndrome. No, game over. So it's refreshing and makes your water alkaline. If you want to jazz it up, you can add limes and cane sugar. Do you have a Rasul clay mask tutorial? No, I don't. I've never used any clays in my hair. I don't know if that's a good thing, if that's a bad thing, but I've never used any clays in my hair before. Because there are different types of clays. But no, I've never used clays before. I've been seeing it around, So, hey, Laverne says she has a water tracker on her phone to remind her. Yeah, that's a really good... I used to have one as well, and I just took it off my phone. I think it was taking up too much space or whatever. But it's a water tracker, so it makes a dripping sound on your... It like makes a drip, drip, drip sound on your phone when it's time to drink water. I used to have that too, actually. So, but what I do to help me drink how much water I drink 2 glasses in the morning. So when my mom told you I have my apple cider vinegar and a lemon and a squeeze of lemon in my water in the morning. I have 2 in the morning, and by mid-morning I have 2 more. By lunchtime I have 2 more, and then by the time I get home I gas it with 2 more. So that's 4, right? 2, yeah, 4. Right, so that's 8. Sorry, I can't count. 8 glasses of water. So by the time I reach home, I have my last 2 glasses of water, and then it's time to get ready for bed. That's okay. Let me put my retainers back in because. Blessed by Him is like, hit that like button, fam. Hit. All right, Kami says, less or no processed food, organic raw vegetables or fruit, veggie when possible for steamed, brown everything, brown rice, brown sugar, brown breads. And Kami says, yeah, I agree, Faye, that's what eating clean means to me too. Now, one thing, I'm actually getting thirsty. That whole, what was it? Brown rice. Yeah, so when I was in the Bahamas, my diet was really good. And I switched from using, even though I didn't really like rice, if I was eating rice, I switched from using white rice to brown rice. And for some reason, that flared up my IBS. My stomach, I would be fine, and as soon as I eat was it brown rice? No, it was, oh my gosh, what was it? What was that? It wasn't brown rice. It was a grain. Oh, I need to Google. Oh my gosh, it's a grain. It's a grain, and you boil it, and it looks like brown rice, but it's not. What is it called? Y'all could help. Can you help me? What is it? Why can't I remember it? The point is I stopped using it. Not quinoa. It looks like rice, but it looks like barley, but it's not. Bulgur wheat, that's it. Oh my gosh, y'all. So I switched from using, I was struggling. I really wanted to remember that. I went from using white rice to using brown rice. And I think we couldn't find brown rice in the Bahamas when I was living there. And for some reason I was researching bulgur wheat, and I found it was really nutritious. and I started using it. Maybe it was good to sprout, but bulgur wheat, I remembered it. But y'all, after about a year of using bulgur wheat, it started irritating my stomach. I would eat it. I could just eat a little bit of it, and it would send me to the bathroom quickly, or it would start to cramp my stomach. Like I would double over in pain, and yeah, I just realized this stream is lagging because I said bulgur wheat like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, so bulgur wheat. I can't remember how do you spell it. How do you spell it? Bulghur, I think. Bulgur. I can't remember how to spell. Anyways, so I literally stopped. So I was still cooking it in my household, but I stopped eating it entirely. I couldn't even taste a grain of it. It doesn't tell you how bad it was. It would send my stomach, I would be, I just remember being, no. And I would be honest, if you're eating, I'm sorry right now, I'll tell you. I would start passing gas like crazy. It would be, no. So I just stopped. I cut it out, but it's supposed to be really healthy. Maybe I needed to sprout it, but I wasn't taking any chances. Back then I wasn't sprouting either. But let me see. Trudy says, too funny, Ife. I am DIY at heart. I often say there's a plan for whatever ails you. I remember my grandmother had us get leaves from whatever plant to make a tea or salve. Yes, girl. T Yang 44 says, if you're new to this channel, if you're new to my live streams, hey, jump in and say hello. Jump in and say what up. Give me a shout. I'm seeing some newbies jumping in. Let me know if you're a newbie. Let me know where you're from. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. We're liming. As Trini say, we liming, okay? Which really means hanging out. We hanging out. It's my 10,000 subscribers chill out session. We're asking any questions we want. We're talking about whatever we want in this live stream. There's no particular topic. But someone asked me, Ife, are you vegetarian? No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm far from vegetarian. Oh my gosh. I'll be honest. I don't cook meat. I don't buy meat. But if I do go out, because I eat at school, like lately, since I've been living in this new city, I don't cook I barely cook. I've bought vegetables and I don't cook because we eat at school. Even if on a weekend I'm home, I don't really even cook. I just peck at whatever I have. And but even if I were to cook, I don't buy chicken, I don't buy meat. I don't know why. I don't know. I think I'm just too lazy to wash it and season it and whatever. But I'm not vegetarian. I'm not vegan. I'm not. Because at school I have the meat that they have there when they cook it. So I only eat lamb when they cook lamb. I don't eat the pork. I don't eat, if they have duck, I would eat duck. They cook some good mean duck at work though. I wanted to start showing y'all what they on Insta stories. I wanted to show you what lunch is like at work, because they cook some really good meals. And it's not even Chinese food. What do you think Chinese food is? And that's the other thing. I want to show people that the Chinese food that we get in the Chinese foods that we get in the Western world, it's not what they eat here, and it's not what they cook here. So I want to show you all what it looks like, what lunch or what meals look like in China. Well, cafeteria food here. And that's the other thing too, the cafeteria food they have at our school is not the typical cafeteria food that they sell in most schools. The cafeteria food here in China is actually really bad food. But what they cook at our cafeteria is really good stuff. So Joyce Woodson said, not necessarily plant-based diet. So Joyce wants to know how much apple cider vinegar in my water. I use 1 tablespoon in a glass of water. Some people do 2. I do it in a glass of warm water. Some people do 2, but I do 1. Like I do 1 in the morning before I have my smoothie. So be about a half an hour before my smoothie. I just let that work through my system, like clear my system out, whatever it needs to do, you know, detox. And then I have my smoothie. So Joyce is asking, why sprout fenugreek seeds? Actually, the sprouting the fenugreek seeds, it's just a byproduct of making the fenugreek spritz. And why do you sprout it? Because sprouted seeds are actually very nutritious. Whether you sprout lentils, you can sprout almost anything. My mom, she was sprouting mung beans. She was sprouting all sorts of different things. So it actually has a lot of benefits when you sprout seeds. It's okay, Trini. I know you know how to spell my name, so I wasn't tripping. Is that how they use it? Tripping? I don't know. Okay, so Laverne says, to lose weight or detox, there's a tea called China Green Tea Dieter brand. Do you mean super dieters? Super dieters drink... Oh, super dieters... Oh, what? Or called Valeria Tea, Uncle Lee's Tea. El Monte, California, that works. Whoa. I don't know about these teas, these detox teas. Because sometimes they have a laxative in them. And I'm a little bit leery about laxatives. Because it's not giving your body a chance to naturally have its natural bowel movements. It's like forcing your body to constantly flush itself. And I think it should be naturally happening, you know? Sorry, if you're eating, I'm sorry. Oh, you drink it once a week, not every day. Well, I guess that's not too bad. But some people drink these teas every single day. So your body's actually not getting to naturally detox on its own. You're always using some external agent to detox. Hey, we liming. We liming. We drinking. I'm not drinking right now. I'm never drinking. Why does it seem like the light is... Let me come forward. Oh, the light is a lot better now. What was I doing? I was like way back here. The light is better. So... Michelle says, oh my gosh, Ife, I have been detangling my hair and I have never had this less of shredding. This fenugreek spray is magic. Yeah, there are actually nutrients and hormones within fenugreek spray that actually prevent your hair from shedding. I know it was when I first did it, when I first used the fenugreek spritz, I was like, whoa. I went from this much shedding to this much shedding. Literally. It's amazing. And anybody who has shedding problems, I always try to direct them to using the fenugreek spray. So Tiang44 says, I'm a newbie from Trinidad. Oh, Trinidad. Trinidad, jump up. Trinidad, jump up. Trinidad, free up. Trinidad. Oh God, I miss home. Y'all, I miss home. I was just there though. I was just home in... Ow! I was just home in July. I did everything. Everything imaginable. All the fun stuff. Not bad things. I saw as many friends as possible. I still didn't see everybody, unfortunately. But yeah, Trinidad was a good time, man. I miss home. I don't miss the traffic in Trinidad, though. Let me be honest. When I went home, I was like, no. This traffic, I'm not doing it. I found all the back roads. I had to pull information from the back of my head. I was like, wait, where's the back road to avoid this traffic? Let me find it. Because, y'all, I could not deal with the traffic. Y'all. I did not realize how aggressive I was until I was back in the traffic in Trinidad. But anyways, tangent. Let's go back. I found I found that what works naturally to detox is eating only fruit before noon, and for lunch and dinner don't mix your carbs and protein. For example, meat and veggies or carb and veggies with salads. So that's a good one, actually. I think it's something that I do naturally now, and I don't even think about it because it's so normal and so commonplace and so routine in my daily living and lifestyle. I have all my fruits. I have all my fruits early in the morning. So if I'm having a smoothie, I have all my fruits. Even at home, and that's why I don't really cook on weekends too. I just eat fruits all weekend long. But during the week, early in the morning, I have all my fruits before I leave home. And then when I get to, I don't eat anything. So like, let's say I have my breakfast like 6:30, 7 in the morning. I don't eat anything until 12 o'clock. Nothing. I just drink water. I just fill my stomach up with water. Yes, I'm going to the restroom a lot. Between classes, I'm like running to the bathroom to relieve myself, in many ways. But, yeah, so I have all, that's a good point. I think it's just something that I take for granted now. I have all my fruits before lunch, all before noon, all my fruits, lots of fruits. That's the thing about fruits too. You have to have a lot of it to really fill your body up and not feel hungry. And it detoxes your body, trust me. And you see, I'm sorry, this is real, I'm just being real. You see, all people who be constipated, I'm always like, how do you live your life? I cannot live. Y'all don't need to know. Y'all probably don't want to know how many times I go in the morning before lunchtime. Y'all don't need to know. But I use the toilet a lot. Like, my body, like, flush. Not diarrhea, but it's, like, it relieves my body. It cleanses itself a lot. By the time lunchtime has come, I've probably gone at least 4 times. Like, my body just empty. It could be to the smoothies that I have in the morning. And your colon health, this is probably important, even though I'm trying to shy away from talking about it. Your colon health is actually very important with regard to keeping clear skin. Because if you're constantly removing the waste from your body, I'm sorry if you're eating, if you're constantly removing the waste from your body, there's no time for the bacteria to stay in your body and there's no time for the bacteria to stay in your body and wreak havoc or to show up on your skin. So all the things that you're eating, anything that detoxes it needs to leave your body, not stay in your body. If it's staying in your body, then it starts to show up through your skin. Okay, so why was I so stressed out saying or talking about that? I don't know. Okay, so Joyce says laxative use over time is really bad. Your body won't figure out how to do its own bowel movements. A word of caution, be careful with these teas. There are reports where I watched a video where detoxing and drinking these teas actually decreases the potency of contraceptive pills. Whoa, didn't even know that. China Slim Tea has senna, used mostly to remove the bowels, thus the slim. I remember when my grandmother used to make us do senna detox every summer. No. Never again in my life. That is the most painful thing I have ever experienced. I am never doing a senna detox in my adult life, ever. Ravinia says, also don't eat later than 8 p.m. If you're hungry, eat fruit or yogurt. You will be amazed at what comes out of you. For me, at night when I'm hungry, I just drink some more water, or I have like ginger tea or something. So Laverne is saying, sorry, ballerina tea ingredients. 2, oh boy, Chinese mellow, because that's a fancy word. Mava verticillata, which is Chinese mellow, senna leaf, no caffeine, no added chemical additive. Melissa says, yeah, the traffic is ridiculous at certain hours. Joyce Woodson, stimulants for regularity are not a good idea. Eat 3 times a day. You should go 3 times a day at least. That, Laverne says that means you're really healthy. You're very healthy. Yeah, but I think my mom, because when I went home, and where was I going? I was going to a hike early in the morning, and the hike was the meeting point for the hike wasn't very far from where I lived, so we were waiting. I think we were waiting about 20 minutes for the hike, and as I said, I have to go to the restroom at least 4 times before noon, right? So imagine me early in the morning. I've only gone once to relieve myself, and early in the morning is a hike. I'm like, y'all, I cannot hike knowing that I need to use the bathroom. So I actually drove back home because there was no establishments or business places around to use the restroom. So I drove back home to use the toilet because I was telling my mom. No, I think that was the 3rd time for the morning. I'd already gone. I was telling her, I was like, yo, I told her I have to go at least 4 times before the morning's over. 5 times if I had a big smoothie the day before, but by the time I was telling her, I was like, yo, I have to go home and use the toilet. I have to. So, and she was like, yo, you use the toilet a lot too? But my mom eats a lot of fruits. As I told you, like, our backyard, we have a lot of fruits, a lot of mangoes. We have like a huge mango tree, Julie mangoes. Oh God, I'm missing it. We have mango trees. She have a pomegranate tree. Which I didn't even try. I didn't even make pomegranate juice when I was home. I should have made it. Oh, it was fresh pomegranates too. Oh. We eat a lot of avocados or zabuka if you're from Trinidad or the Caribbean. We eat a lot of fruits. We eat a lot of fruits in our house. So it's something I've always been like that growing up. So. Hi Alexis, you found my channel a couple days ago, so you're a newbie and you love my videos. Thank you. Thank you. Mwah, mwah. I was editing a video last night actually. What was I editing? What was it? Oh, I could tell you about it actually. I was editing how to roast maca powder. So that video is dropping this week. I like to say that it's dropping this week. No, it's coming out. It's coming out Tuesday or Wednesday, but it should come out. Yeah. Because it's almost finished. I just have to do a voiceover, but yeah. So I'm showing you how to roast maca powder. It's really easy to do, but remember I told you I buy the really large bag of it. I roast it because I buy the raw maca powder. That's really good as well for skin. If you want healthier skin, because the nutrients in maca powder are really good for what do you call it? It's good for defying aging. It actually reverses aging and gives you healthier looking skin, clearer looking skin. it gives you like a glow too, you know. All right, so Trini One says, "Good night, ladies. My first live chat was fun." That was your first, really? Because I always see you comment on my videos. I didn't know this was your first time. Okay, okay. She said the chat was fun and knowledgeable. She hopes to chat with us all soon again. She hopes to lime. Thanks for hanging out. Have a great weekend, girl. Have a good rest, okay? And welcome, yes, welcome, Alexis. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us. We chillin', but y'all, how long? Almost an hour and a half now. No, we've been here 2 hours. Wait. We've been here 2 hours. Okay, this is probably officially the longest live stream, but we liming. Yeah. So Alexis, do you have any questions since you're here now? Do you have any more questions? Because this is probably time to wrap up soon. I'll probably wrap up in the next 10 minutes, okay? I will wrap up this live stream. If you have any questions, let me know. Any more questions? Okay, so Laverne says, what about acne-prone skin? Yeah, that's a good question. I used to have, like, I had a bad adult acne, which was really strange. Like, I did not grow up having acne. And if I had pimples, I was never the kind of person to burst them or pop them or squeeze them. Because I found that when I did do it, whenever I did burst a pimple or pop a pimple, it would always leave scars on my skin. So I never did it. And I never popped pimples. Sorry, I'm getting tired. Yeah, so, but with regard to acne prone skin, my God, that's a good question. The turmeric mask should help. The foods you have, I really think it has to do with the foods that you eat and consume. You know, so I think you have to be careful with that. Oh my gosh. And it probably has to do with a lot of hormonal imbalance as well. So if you balance your hormones, it'll be okay, yeah. Oh, I'm liking this light. Lighting is nice here. But maca powder can help with acne prone skin. I don't see why not. Because generally it helps with balancing your hormones, and acne tends to be with when you have a hormonal imbalance, you tend to break out and show the effects of it, of not having balanced hormones. Oh, Laverne says you're here with me 2 hours because you love me. Mwah, I love you guys too. That's why I'm here this long too, for real. Oh, so Jeanette wants to know where Alexis is from. Good for your what? Joy says good for your drive. Too, and your reproduct. Yeah, maca is really good for your reproductive system. That is true. Is roasting I think you meant maca powder. Yeah, so roasting maca powder is for when you consume it. So I put it in my smoothies every morning. And yeah, but I roast it. Because you're not supposed to have it raw. Having raw maca is like having raw dried potatoes because it's related. It's a root crop. And when it's raw, you're unable to absorb the nutrients as well. That's one thing. And then for some people, when they have the raw maca powder, it sort of irritates their stomach. Their body isn't able to digest it properly. So yeah, but I use it in my smoothies in the morning. I use it in my smoothie. I used to use it just in a glass of water, because it tastes like, it has like a coffee taste to it when you roast it. So when you put it in a glass of water too, you can do that as well. Put in a glass of like at one, like whoa. But before I start telling you this, when you're taking maca, you must start off slowly because it's actually very powerful. Powerful with regards to the energy that it gives you. So I remember the first time I took it, I think I took 1 teaspoon and I was like bouncing off the walls. I had energy, like I couldn't calm myself down. So like I reduced it to like a 1/4 teaspoon. For a week I took a 1/4 teaspoon, and then the following week I did a 1/2 teaspoon. And then I just started bumping it up by a 1/4 teaspoon every week until I got to 1 teaspoon. But yeah. But yes, I take it internally. I actually saw a video recently where someone puts maca powder, the raw one, in their hair. I've never done that. I prefer to take it internally. How long, so Alexis wants to know, how long have you been natural? I only have been natural for 5 months. I'm still trying to figure out what products my hair likes. So I've always been natural. I never straightened my hair. I never chemically treated my hair. I never did a big chop. I'm not boasting or anything. This is just how it is. I've never done any of these things. So I've always been natural. However, I've always had really short hair. Like really short hair. Really short hair. So when you watch my hair journey, you would see my hair was like, it stopped right there for pretty much all my life. It was always right there. It didn't go far. And about 2012 or so was when I was like, maybe I should pay attention to what I'm really doing with my hair, you know? So I stopped a lot of the bad habits that I had with my natural hair. So I stopped like using a fine tooth comb. I stopped using dry shampoos that were drying to my hair, that weren't allowing my hair to, that were stripping my hair of moisture. I started to do a lot of good things. I started to finger detangle, wide tooth comb. Well, I went from a wide tooth comb to finger detangling. But I've always been natural, and to answer your question, yeah, but I just never really took good care of my hair. So my hair, any growth that I had, I was losing it because I was pretty much breaking it off from the way I was treating my hair. And over time, once I started to give my hair some TLC, I started to see a lot of growth. Not just TLC on the outside, which is what I show you with regard to the DIYs that I do, but also TLC from the inside, you know, with regard to, even though I was always pretty much a decent eater. I wasn't always someone to eat a lot of junk foods or anything. I started to pay more attention to what I was consuming, you know. So I was like consuming coconut oil, like moringa powder recently. This is more recent. Fenugreek seeds, these things, maca powder, all these things help to work on you from the inside out with regard to making sure you're healthy from the inside out. And then anything that you take care of on the inside, it shows. It shows in your hair, it shows your skin, and such. And such. That's my new thing, and such. Alright, so yeah, but yeah, you've only been natural 5 months. You're a baby. But that's okay. You can still see progress. You can still see growth. What have you been doing with your hair so far? What products have you been using so far? A lot of newbies and even long-time naturals, the things that they've seen that have been helping based on what I've been using on my channel, they've seen like the fenugreek oil has been really helpful for their growth and conditioning their hair. They've seen that the fenugreek spritz has been working really well too. They've seen that the rosemary spritz, even though it's a quiet, how to put it, a quiet DIY. It's a DIY that not everybody is really jumping on or jumping towards or running to use. It's like one of those silent workers. That's what I like to think of it as, you know. It does its work quietly and silently in the background of making your hair stronger and moisturized and growth and stuff. But the fenugreek seems to be the one that everybody is drawn to. The fenugreek spritz is the one that everybody seems to be drawn towards. So if you want to try that out, the fenugreek spritz, I have it on my channel. You can search on my channel. You can search in YouTube, just type in Ife360 TV and the fenugreek spray. And it will come up, or anything you want to search for. The aloe as well, if you can incorporate. So don't get stressed out by your hair, first of all. Take your time. Enjoy the journey. It's going to be a long one, but an enjoyable one, you know? Take it step by step. Don't try to do everything at once either. That's a lot of advice. Y'all want to go with me to get some water? I'm thirsty. I will take it with me. I'm going to get some water. That's the thing about yes. I'm getting some water. You're all coming with me. Oh boy, I was thirsty. I should remember to take a glass of water with me when I'm doing a live stream. Alright, I'm back. Alright, y'all took a little journey with me there. Okay, so Laverne says, congrats on your natural hair journey. Hang in there and enjoy the process. Okay, so Laverne, wait. Alexis is from Texas. Nice. Laverne, you're from St. Thomas? Is your family okay? Because I heard, didn't the hurricane hit St. Thomas? Did it hit St. Thomas? Didn't it hit the Virgin Islands? Yes, it did. Is your family okay, Laverne? So Alexa says she's from Dallas, Texas. It sucks. I cannot use coconut oil, and I just figured out now. Now I've realized coconut oil. So thirsty. I realized with coconut oil, when I make coconut oil, it's totally different from the coconut oil that I buy in the store. Totally different. 100% different. And when I make coconut oil, my hair loves it. But when I use the store-bought coconut oil, my hair doesn't like it at all. And I don't know why. Rovinia says, Ife, with all that fruit, I'm moving in with you and your mother. It's hard to find good fruit in Chicago. Weirdly enough, I find a lot of good fruit in China. Yo, the sun is here. The sun is here. It's hot. I'm gonna have to put on the AC. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so yeah, in China, there's a lot of, like, I am shocked by how many fruits you can find or get in China. It's crazy. And I'm loving, I gouge on fruits here in China. I eat a lot of fruits. If it's organic, who knows? I just eat it. I'm just not here for it. I'm not here to try to figure out if it's organic or not. I just eat the fruits. Eat. So Laverne says she's giving advice to Alexa. She says, always read your label and document how it works on your hair. There's a hair journal in Google. You can try it out. So Laverne is suggesting to Alexis to try olive oil, castor oil, Jamaican black castor oil, and a conditioner. Sometimes too much dairy like eggs, cheese, and milk, they can cause acne. Greasy foods, fried foods too, that's true. That's very true. And that's the thing too, I didn't grow up eating a lot of fried foods. My mom she would hardly ever do fried chicken. Like we would probably get fried chicken like once every 3 months or something. My mom wasn't a fried person. Maybe fried fish. Maybe that's what we would eat a lot of. But growing up we never really ate a lot of fried foods. Probably why I didn't have a lot of acne growing up. But in my adult years, I don't know if I had a breakup. I don't know why I had acne in my adult years. And I have a video on what I did to clear up my skin. I used turmeric powder on my skin. Jeanette, I'm now seeing this. We're traveling with you. Alexa says, I use cream of nature and ORS olive oil. My sister makes a hair oil mix for me and a moisturizer for my hair. Yes, just learn to love your hair. That's very good advice. That's awesome. Oh, so sweet. I really love you guys. So Ravinia says, Laverne, how are you doing with fried foods? With acne, try an aloe vera gel scrub. You're all so kind in the comments. You're sharing so many good tips. Do you drink real water warm? Only when I have my apple cider vinegar in the morning, or sometimes in the evening I have it too. But that's the only time. And the thing is, at work with the AC is really cold, I would have warm water or hot water or whatever, but on a regular, I actually don't like cold water either. I don't like feeling cold. I don't like the chill that my body gets when I drink cold water. Unless it's really hot and I like cold water. But for the most part, I drink room temperature water. And the reason why I don't like cold water too is because I actually used to have very cold extremities. So my hands used to be cold. My feet used to be always cold. Like I remember it would be hot summer, dead of summer, and my hands would be cold to the touch. So my friends will touch my hands and they'll be like, whoa, why are your hands freezing cold? This is summertime, summer heat. And I never knew that it was actually an iodine deficiency that causes your extremities to be very cold. And I didn't find that out until in my adult years when I started taking Lugol's iodine. Boy, so Lugol's iodine changed my life, changed my hair, changed my health. I used to have really bad hair loss, and once I started taking Lugol's iodine, that completely changed. But anyways, so that's one of the reasons too I didn't like cold water. And but yeah, I drink room temperature water mostly. Okay, so Laverne is talking to us about the hurricane and what's happening. They opened the airport today for incoming assistant planes. Lines are still down. She spoke to her dad just before the storm, praying for the best. I really hope, yeah, for real. I hope that's a good progress though. The fact that they opened the airport, which means that more supplies can come in, more people who want to leave could leave and get some relief. So goods and supplies can come in. Keep us updated. I really hope things continue to get well for them. Joyce, you are so funny. She said, because I said in China I really don't worry about if it's organic or not. I eat all of it. She said, bless the fruit and eat the fruit. Don't worry, Ife. You're funny. Ravinia, I cut down on the fried bird and thing. I've gotten better. I bake a lot. So that's the other thing too. Growing up, we never really ate KFC. I mean, in Trinidad, growing up back in my day, which was a while ago, um, the only fast food restaurant was what, KFC, some pizza shops. That was it. Now there's everything. There's Burger King, there's Wendy's, there's McDonald's, there's Denny's. So I think Denny's left now. Whatever, they didn't do well. And then there's the local fast food places. So anyways, my point is, growing up, my mom never even let us get KFC. You could not eat KFC. KFC? What's that? You couldn't have that. So, yeah, we didn't grow up eating fried foods and stuff. So we didn't fry it at home too much. We didn't go out and eat a lot of fried foods. As I told you, we made everything. Even if you want something, you have to make it yourself. But I wasn't going through the trouble to season the chicken, fry the chicken, batter the chicken, fry chicken. I would just do without it. Okay, I would just forget it. I don't want it. But yeah, we didn't eat a lot of fried foods, and my mom never really used a lot of oil. But generally, she was really good with the foods. So T. Bivens, oh, that's fireworks. So T. Bivens said, in an old video you said salt water is good for your hair. Not salt water, but bathing in the beach, going to the sea. Y'all, I'm sorry. They like to do fireworks here in the daytime. Why? I don't know. You can't see it. That's the point of fireworks. It's nighttime. But in China, they love to do fireworks in the daytime. Not the nighttime, the daytime. Maybe because everybody's sleeping at night. I don't know. They like to do it at night, in the day. But anyways, I said that going to the beach a lot, getting that seawater in your hair is really beneficial because it's filled with magnesium chloride. The sea is filled with magnesium chloride. I told you all I make my own magnesium chloride spray. I'm trying to hide from the sun. I make my own spray, but yeah, at the beach, try to get a lot of it, but also remember that if you leave it in your hair, it can actually dry your hair out. So once you go to the beach and you take a swim, your hair gets wet, remember to rinse your hair out. All right? You have to rinse your hair out. Laverne says, I will try the aloe vera scrub. I grow aloe vera. Look at you. And you have 13 plants year round. What? You have 13 aloe vera plants? My plant is doing nice. My brand new plant. I water, like at first when I first got it, the leaves weren't very firm because I would water it and the leaves were still very thin and I was kind of a little scared about it. Okay? And then I started, I just constantly watered it. I water it once a week now because it's summertime. Even though it's summertime, should probably actually water it more often. But when I feel the leaves and I hold the leaves, and now they're nice and firm. They're like full of gel. I love my aloe plant. I'm so glad I got another one. Rest in peace to the one that's in my last apartment. My landlord is probably having a good time with that. But I used as much as I could from that last plant. But anyways, yeah. I love my aloe plant. And I can't believe you have 13. You're lucky. Lucky 13. Should you add baking soda to the mix of aloe vera? Baking soda? I've never heard of adding it to aloe vera gel or juice. So Laverne is also giving some advice to Alexis. Love your hair at every stage. You will find the right methods to use. Don't use too many products at the same time. So Alexis says two products at a time too much. I use one for my hair and one for my scalp. Huh? What did I say? I can't remember. I can't remember. What did I say? So, Alexis is saying is make a schedule weekly what you plan to do for your hair Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and sometimes you will get busy, but stay as close to your schedule as possible. Yes, two products are good to start, as everyone is telling you. So Laverne is a gardener. For example, she washes her hair on Saturdays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. She would massage. Monday and Wednesday, no manipulation day. No manipulation means that she just leaves her hair alone. She doesn't she doesn't have her hands in her hair, whether it's she has in a style where she doesn't yeah, I like that. She doesn't style her hair or do anything with her hair on those days. No manipulation. Joyce says, for your hair, plan, prepare, protect. Look at y'all dropping the I'm liking this. Plan what you're gonna do, prepare, and then protect your hair. How often should I moisturize my hair? It's so funny. That was the last video that I put up on my channel. How often should I moisturize my hair? Now, that is a question that a lot of people have, and it definitely depends on your hair. It depends on your hair, how much moisture your hair is holding throughout the week, and it depends on the weather too. So the hotter the weather is, the more I have to moisturize my hair. And how often you leave your hair like this. Like this. I don't leave my hair open like this a lot. So it doesn't get exposed to moisture loss. It doesn't lose a lot of moisture. Do I need to shave? Oh. So anyways, so I have my hands up like this. I'm like, did I shave? I can't remember. But yeah, if I have my hair like this 2-3 days in a row, my hair gets bone dry and I need to moisturize. But if I leave my hair braided in plaits or something, I don't need to moisturize that often. Oh, KFC is the devil. Oh, that's what you were saying. Yeah. Yeah. So I moisturize based on my routine. So if I have my hair exposed to the elements like this, so because if the wind starts attacking my hair like this, moisture, poof, is gone. It's gone. So I have to keep my hair braided a lot, and if I don't, I have to moisturize more often. And the weather as well. If I leave my hair like this during the hotter months, it definitely gets dry a lot faster, and I have to moisturize almost every day. When I say moisturize, I mean spritz it with either aloe vera spritz or a fenugreek spritz or the rosemary spritz or something. For some reason, I prefer the rosemary spritz on my scalp, and I prefer the fenugreek spritz on my strands. So yeah, but yeah, it definitely depends on you, your routine, your habits, what you do with your hair constantly. So right now though, when I wash my hair, that's actually the first stage of moisturizing. I didn't actually mention this. When you deep condition your hair as well, that's actually a point of moisturizing too. When you deep condition, when you midweek, when I re-moisturize again with my fenugreek spray, that's another time that I moisturize, and then it back at it again on Friday or Saturday when I wash my hair. Although I've actually started washing my hair on a